active on it.
I'm just going to hit that button there.
Yeah, just hit whichever one makes the needles jump.
That button makes things happen. It's the Morning Moose Show at 8:36. In the studio is Alton Brown. We'll get to sports a little bit. Alton Brown, celebrity chef. Is that what we call you?
I don't call myself a chef.
Is that on your business card?
And if I was a celebrity, I'd have an entourage. I don't have an entourage, so I'm not a celebrity. And I don't have a tall white hat, so I'm not a chef. So we're kind of stuck.
Do you cook? You cook for a living, though, for the most part?
I don't cook for a living. Well, I guess in a way I do. I mess about with food a great deal, yeah.
So how did you get your bones? Like, how did you go from...
I used to direct TV commercials. Yeah, I was in the film world. Well, I went to culinary school. I did my 2 years. Then I did a lot of time in restaurants so I could get the background that I needed. But restaurants are for crazy people.
Agreed.
By and large.
It seems like it's
too
a
hard
nutty
a life.
business.
It is a nutty business, and that's why there's a lot of alcoholism, divorce, and suicide. Oh. Not always in that order. Yeah, sometimes it's different.
Oh, you don't hear that on any of the shows. The Restaurant Impossible.
Well, we tend to keep things kind of rosy. Now, it's a hard life. Restaurants, a terribly difficult life.
Alton's going to be at the Des Moines Civic Center. Alton Brown Live, the Edible Inevitable Tour.
Yes.
Tonight at 7:30. Get your tickets now. So it's
While
crazy.
You can, because there aren't many of them left, and we're going to have people fighting over them outside.
It's a hot show. It's a very hot show.
Well, apparently there's nothing going on in Des Moines tonight.
It's pretty slow on a Wednesday.
Slow.
Tomorrow's Beggars Night.
Yeah.
What are you doing in your show exactly?
It's like a culinary variety show. I mean, if it's got to do with
cool.
food, there's a lot that goes on. We've got everything from puppets to live music. I'm doing some of my food songs.
No.
Yeah, dude. We do puppets. You ever see my show, Good Eats? Puppets were like a mainstay. You got to have puppets. I'm doing live music. I'm doing some of my food songs, which is something a lot of folks have not seen or heard before. And we've got a couple of very large, very unusual, and potentially dangerous food demonstrations. Very large, very big. Volunteers on stage, all kinds of stuff. It's 2 hours of stuff that human eyes have not beheld.
We have free samples of Welch's grape juice.
I'm not. You know what? I'm no longer a spokesperson for Welch's, so I'm not even allowed to drink
I'm
it.
Old Orchard.
Yeah?
Yeah, buddy.
Got
From
it.
here on
Welch's
out.
puts cancer in their grape juices. Can you confirm that?
That is not something that I've ever heard. No.
Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure they just squeeze grapes.
Okay. So how come that's no longer going on?
They just
ran its course?
My deal ran up, and they decided to go with more of a health thing, and I went one way and they went another. It's fine. It's perfectly amenable.
How fun is Cutthroat Kitchen?
Cutthroat Kitchen's a lot of fun. I mean, I feel dirty at the end of the day sometimes, but not very often.
I love it.
I like it because it's an actual game show, and I always wanted to host a game show.
Well, and I like it too because you're taking people who are really like celebrities in
Sometimes.
the food world.
Sometimes
A
I've
lot
never
of them
seen
are.
them before. Well, occasionally.
We'll usually have at least one or two that people are like, oh.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah, I remember that guy from that other food show.
And then you pull the rug out from underneath them, which I love.
Yeah,
great.
that happens. And but it's not like they don't know what's going to happen. I mean, they know it's going to be done to them. So it doesn't mean I'm mean or anything.
For those of us who don't know what Cutthroat Kitchen is, what is the premise
Well,
of
not
the show?
everybody can be cool.
Oh.
So if you're not
I fully embrace my non-coolness.
It is a game show where chefs bid in an auction scenario on sabotages they can use to hinder their opponents during cooking. And then they have to cook. Like I might buy you a crumpled up crepe pan, and you have to make crepes on it. Oh. And then you're judged on the food, but the judge doesn't know what the sabotages are. You can't tell them. So it's a game show. So you've got to play the game. You've got to play the auctions. You've got to sabotage each other. But then you still also have to cook the food. And it happens in 3 rounds. It's pretty diabolical. And it's a lot of fun.
It's got a little vitriol to it.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's got some serious venom saxtery.
I've got a couple questions about Cutthroat.
All right, go ahead.
First, are you ever going to do like a viewer suggestion one?
We take viewer suggestions all the time. People go on social media and ask for various things, and sometimes we use them. Sometimes we've already tried them and they don't work. We try to make sure that the sabotages are all survivable. We test them, and we test them in combination with each other to make sure. We like to think that all of you could cook your way out of 2 sabotages. 3, you're usually dead.
The crepe pan you were talking about, the crumpled up one?
Yeah, one of my favorites.
If they throw it on the floor and flatten it out, can they use it?
No.
They can't?
No.
I thought I got.
Now,
I
the rules change for each thing, depending on how much manipulation is necessary, what up. But no, if I give you a crumpled up crepe pan, you got to use the crumpled up crepe pan.
But I mean, you use it, but you flatten it out.
No, you
yourself.
can't flatten out.
So you can't modify anything that you get.
No, you have to
It
use what you
depends.
have.
It depends. Some things we allow modification on. That one, no. That is as is.
You have to go to the mom thing. You get what you get, and you
First
can't
off,
throw a fit.
you would not be able to. First off, let me just state it's a silly question because you couldn't do it. You would have to weigh 6,000 pounds to flatten that thing out. It takes a lot of power. Well.
Okay, how about this?
All right.
What if you could auction off being able to tell the judge what you went through?
No, we would never allow that because
Why?
it's way
'Cause
too
it
much
takes the
fun.
fun out of
Because
it.
it's way too much fun having you have to own that food. No, I would never allow that.
Do people have a hard time inviting you to dinner parties? Do they get nervous?
No,
Are you a delightful guest?
No. I don't get invited to many dinner parties, but it's not because I'm judgmental of food. I'm actually very unjudgmental of food. I just don't have any friends.
Oh.
That's the way it happens. Well, it's cut their kitchen. Everybody thinks I'm mean.
You got 3 new friends here.
Yeah, but the lady's the only one who offered me a donut. So actually,
True.
she's my friend, and you guys are just kind of irritating.
I offered you my wife.
I gave you a microphone and 5 minutes of on-air
All
time.
right, you gave me a microphone and 5 minutes of air time. You offered me a wife that you haven't shown me a picture of. She gave me a donut.
It's true.
That's all I'm saying. In the end, what did I really need this morning? I needed
donut.
the donut. I got the donut.
Do you need it? You're nibbling?
That's odd.
Again, I want to see a picture of his wife before we get into any other kind of things like that.
So the Alton Brown Live, the Edible Inevitable Tour is
fun to
tonight at Des Moines Civic Center.
There she is.
Is this a clever way of like maybe feeling out the TV talk show waters for you?
No, I mean, I've always wanted to do the talk show thing, and I may be doing a live talk show on Food Network starting next year.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, a little announcement I probably shouldn't have made. But no, honestly, the variety show is kind of just a complete standalone piece of doing live theater. I mean, my college degree was theater, so I'm really just wanting to get back at my mom for saying my theater degree would never work out.
Right.
It's never going to pay
This is just
off.
me being able to call up every day saying, sold out another one, Mom. Thanks. Click.
Let's get into the issues with your mom.
I don't want to talk about it. It's just, we don't have that kind of time. But
This peanut butter jelly's not good enough, Alton!
Yeah, pretty much.
On a separate issue, have you eaten in Des Moines yet? Or will you?
I just got here. I've had a donut in Des Moines.
Are you planning to go anywhere tonight?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we not tonight because I'll be doing the show,
Right.
but all during the day, we have a thing called AB Road Eats where people come on social and tell me, kind of vote for where I ought to go, and we take like the top 5, and then we go there.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be eating today.
Get a nice full meal before you do the Alton Brown Live, the Edible Inevitable Tour tonight at Des Moines Civic Center at 7:30. Box office opens at 9, but go there now and start pounding on the window.
You might as well. I'd like to see a riot.
How much do you love Alton Brown? That's what we're trying to figure out here.
Yeah.
It's 8:45 on Laser. Thank you, Alton.
Thank you.